Well, I guess we'll find out. So, our band of adventurers, the Telaria, are beginning their journey through the Murrag, seeking to find the druid tribes within, to find answers to Aki's vision, and to help aid your companion Fur with her soulbound dragon issue. You've traversed the lands around Sangan to avoid detection in case of Kurz being spotted and hunted down by the dragon-hating Republic, until eventually you came to rest just before entering the Murrag. You had spent a small bit of time getting your bearings together, mentally preparing yourself for your journey in, and with everything sorted the best you can, you headed in, traveling for a small bit of time before you decided to take a rest. Your first leg of the journey, admittedly through the very outskirts of the Murrag, seeming uneventful, and your night also being relatively uneventful, disregarding the various wildlife that got caught in the various traps that you had set up. Now, you wake up the next day, rested best you can, prepared to properly start your journey into the Murrag. And that is where we left off. So, is there anything that people want to do before they finish setting off? Or preparing to set off, I should say.
Well, I guess what did we catch?
So I had mentioned in the previous session, Havelock had one of the traps that Havelock had noticed. I think it was Havelock that noticed it. It was either Havelock or Aki, one of the two. Had what looked to be almost like a chicken of a sort. I forget what it was called, like a red fowl.
Mm-hmm.
It is a natural, like, jungle creature, I know that, but it kind of looks a bit like a rooster. Yeah. You kind of have a search around for your other traps. Luckily, being able to locate them, you can see that 2 of the traps had been triggered, but nothing was inside of it. And the third one has what looks to be like a field rat.
Okay.
Cute little mouse.
Well, I guess we're having chicken and rat. Fried chicken and fried rat for breakfast.
God, that reminds me of Shrek. What is it? A weed rat. Classic.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Oh. Take your traps back, Havelock. I'll take mine back. I'm just thinking if there's anything else that we actually need. No, because we said before that we can summon water and shit, so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I'm good until we shut off.
Okay. Anyone else?
Fucking
Ed?
yes.
Do you actually have something you want to say?
Oh, are you just mumbling to yourself?
Yeah. No, I wasn't mumbling to myself. My computer's being really fucking slow and jittery.
Ah.
Aki's going to take a moment when he wakes up just to sort of close his eyes and like go into his own mind and like basically like focus on his own thoughts. Do any of sort of the visions or sort of sights and sounds he usually has, have they changed at all or got stronger or weaker or?
They seem unchanged.
Okay. Alright. Just apart from that, I think Aki's okay. Yeah, he's got everything he needs. Spells prepared. Yeah, I think he's cool. He's cool until we set up.
Alright. Bird doesn't have anything either, so you finish your meal, you pack up your various tools and camping gear. Did you mind there, Aki, or?
No, that was me yawning.
Okay. And you begin heading deeper into the Murrag. It's less of a walk and more of constantly like climbing and squeezing through the various woods. You do find a few trails here and there, but they quickly evaporate into just more trees. I need somebody to roll a d12.
That's you.
That's who?
Tom, we said we were going in alphabetical order.
So it's Fur, got it.
Okay.
d12. Alrighty. Okay, in which case, Fur needs to roll another d12. Got it. So, you begin traversing. You're not too sure on the... Well, is there a particular direction that you guys were heading in? Just if you can remind me?
South.
Heading directly south. Got it. So you begin...
Where else the fuck are we gonna go right now?
I mean, you are right here, so... You have places.
South is the most logical conclusion.
Okay. So, you begin to make your way south. Heading deeper into the Murrag itself. You do admit that it gets very disorientating seeing nothing but trees all around you, but the first couple of hours, you continue to walk in the southern direction. As you make your way through, you hear the sound of water. And as you get closer and closer to the source of it, you can see what appears to be a river, not a particularly wide one, cutting clear across your path.
Is it quite a deep river?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with the... it's not a very clear river. It's clear that a lot of the silt has been kicked up and is moving along, so it's hard to tell how deep it is.
Mev kind of cringes at it. Anyone want to stick their foot in?
Not particularly. I know a way of walking across it, though.
Is that for all of us, or can you do that?
How wide's the river, Tom?
About 10 feet.
Okay. Can I use shape water to freeze a path across the river?
You can try.
Okay, yeah, I will try to concentrate on the flow of the river and try to get it to basically freeze. As far as everyone's aware, you just watch Aki just hold a hand out and stare very attentively at the flowing river.
So, are you like essentially trying to turn part of it into ice, or?
Yeah.
So you sort of like focus and sort of try and project out. You do see ice sort of like form over the top, but as it sort of like begins to extend outwards, the water that's sort of like already pushing against it just breaks off the ice.
The current is too fierce. I can't get any purchase.
Mev looks to Havelock. Well, you are the water person.
You're also really tall.
Neville, take the coat and she's gonna put it on.
Alright. So,
Before we do this,
Mhm.
Can I see anything moving around in the river?
Like within the river itself?
Yeah, like any sort
All
of
over
fish
again.
or any sort of fish or other kind of wildlife, particularly of the crocodilian variety.
Make a perception check.
Yay! I'm getting flashbacks about someone jumping into a river. Like when you were checking out.
Ironically, the character who the person is playing is the same person.
Correct. I mean that time we were smart to fucking tie them to a rope.
We've learned nothing. Woo!
Perception. Oh fuck. Ah fuck.
Goodbye.
12. You sort of like look
That's a 2.
at the river itself, but unfortunately, as I said, because of all the silt that's been kicked up, you cannot see the bottom at all. As such, you sort of like quickly scan the surrounding banks. Doesn't appear
But he
to...
can just shove his head in. Doesn't have to shove his whole body in.
Well, no, he's just sort of like looking. Just, I don't think he wants to.
I'm talking about Havelock.
Oh, right. But yeah, Aki, look around the banks as well. Though it seems clear. At least from what you can tell, it's difficult to really see very far.
Okay.
So, either way, Havelock, you begin to walk into the river. The current's surprisingly strong. Not enough that it's sweeping you away, but enough that you have to sort of keep your, like, you sort of have to, like, force yourself to lean slightly to keep your balance. As you sort of continue to walk through the river, it steeply drops down until eventually, by the time you're at the middle of the river, it's about level with your chest.
So, fucking Fur and Meb would be drowning by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Havelock, make a dex check with disadvantage. Or a dex save with disadvantage, I should say.
I didn't know breasts were cold.
Natural 1. Okay. As you turn around to sort of
Nothing.
talk to your compatriots, you sort of realize that your legs get tangled in something. As you sort of like try to move your feet away, whatever's wrapped around them tightens.
Yes.
And as such, without the ability to sort of use your legs to counterbalance, the rest of you watch as Havelock sort of leans to the side, tries to keep himself upright before going under.
Great. Fucking.
Oh, shit. And has Havelock, has he gone like a fair... How far down into the... How far away is he now from the rest of the group in the river?
You can't see.
He's
under the water. Havelock, you feel... Before you say anything, Aki, Havelock, you feel that the current's tugging at you, but you're not moving as you feel whatever it is that's wrapped around your ankles is just holding you in place. Anyway, as you were saying, Aki?
Can I use Shape Water to try to divert the current of the river around Havelock?
How much can Shape Water move?
Let me check. I think it says I can divert or change the flow of water in like a 5. I don't know if it's a specific amount.
Instantly move, otherwise change flow of the water. I don't know what it says, of the water, as you direct up to 5 feet in any direction. This moon doesn't have enough force to cause damage.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
If you want, I can use a spell slot to like boost it if you want. If you want to do like that.
No, I'm just looking at it. I personally don't think it doesn't talk about moving water, but it says a flow of water. No, I'll allow it. It's only going to be like a small, like 5-foot bit. So it's more like just a small hole.
Yeah.
But yes, Havelock, you can activate the patch. So just because of like the water, just the size of the river and the amount of volume that's coming through, you sort of like make a small little hole where it sort of like separates by 5 feet, but it quickly converges back in just behind Havelock's head.
Okay, well, it's not helpful. So.
Fuck. What do we do?
Mev is going to fucking first. What the fuck is Havelock see? I'm sure that Havelock's waiting for that though.
So for the okay, make a perception check because you are still looking through water, but with Aki's help, sort of like separating it a little bit, you can at least see a bit better than you would without.
He's got a fucking light up eye patch, like.
So normal. It's a normal roll.
He is pretty cool.
21. It's difficult to see, but with the combination of the light and the just the fact that you don't have as much water, like silt-filled water to look through, it appears to be almost like vines that are thorned vines that are sort of wrapped around your leg. Luckily, they haven't like broken skin, but they are keeping you anchored where you are.
Son of a cunt.
Okay. Where was Dot in all this?
Okay.
Okay, alright. Yeah, just future reference. Also, maybe because I was thinking it'd be hilarious if he was a raven and got caught up with that. Just a drowned, drowned raven. Anyway, just like, he said he's fine. He's got some vines wrapped around his legs.
Mev goes up to the edge of the water. Can we see Havelock's red light?
Yes. That much
Okay.
It's easy enough to see itself reflected off the water.
She's going to take out her hempen rope.
Mhm.
She is going to give an end to Dawes. Here, give this to him. Does he have a dagger?
No, but I might have one. Sort of like waves his tail.
Can you cut vines with that?
I don't know.
Mev immediately takes out her dagger, twirls it in her hands, and gives him the blade.
He sort of tries to grab it with one hand and just he can't. He cannot hold on to that dagger. He is a little imp, and this is a human-sized dagger. I'll bring the rope. I'll bring the rope to him, and I'll ask him. Okay.
Mev now looks like she's going to stab Dawes. She puts it back, tie this around his waist. Do it well.
Yes, ma'am. And he just quickly flies. Flies upwards before just diving straight down, and just sort of Havelock. He just sort of hands it out, being like, Mev said to wrap this around you, but indicates to himself.
Mev, in the meantime's tying it around her arm, and then she hands the end to Aki. Come on.
Yes, okay. Right, what are we doing?
You are going to hold this so that I don't get pulled in. I am going to pull Havelock out as soon as he cuts himself free.
Capital idea. Okay, all right, stop. I'll be here. And yeah, Anaki sort of takes the rope and sort of basically takes the rope. Is there a tree nearby?
There are
many
many
trees.
trees.
In the fucking rainforest.
Yeah, so you're in a jungle.
He goes literally the nearest tree he can find, and then basically just ties it around. Is the rope long enough to where he can tie it around the tree?
I mean, it's 50 feet.
Yeah, 50 feet, and Havelock's only, give or take, about 7 feet total if you include, how low he is.
Let's say, being generous, we've already used 20 feet of rope.
Yeah, so 30 feet, that's still more than enough to wrap around a tree.
Okay, great. So yeah, Aki ties around the tree and then sort of just, very panicked, looks into the, just says, okay, I'll stand here and make sure nothing untoward happens, okay?
Mev is staring at the water. She's got the rope tied around her hands and wrists, and she's got both hands on the rope. She's ready to fucking yank this bitch at any second.
Okay. Havla, go ahead and make an attack roll on the vines. Dawes sort of like flies up and flies back to say, yeah, all sorted. Don't get a signal of when that's gonna happen, but I guess we'll find. And as you say this, because of that roll, Havlock, the vines are cut away, and you start floating down the river. You start floating upwards as well. Mev, the rope suddenly goes taut as the current sort of starts pushing away.
Alright, what do I do?
That would be a strength check with advantage because of the fact that Aki has wrapped the rope around a tree. 15. Easy enough. With just the resistance of the river, you're able to very quickly pull Havelock back up to the bank.
I imagine Havelock starts like floating along and then is just yanked like a rag doll.
Pretty much, yeah.
She lets go of the rope, just staring down at Havelock. He's not soaking because water does not exist in Havelock's realm. Fucking waiting for Havelock's response. You're gonna goad Aki.
Out of curiosity, Havelock, where did you cut the vines? Was it the ones that were like directly wrapped around you, or was it like the main vine that sort of kept you anchored?
If it was wrapped around him, he would have packed himself.
Are you okay? Are you alright?
Okay. Yeah, so you guys can see the thorn vines are like still wrapped around Havelock's legs.
Miv kneels down and starts unwrapping Havelock's legs. We're not doing that again. We just have to go around the bodies of water. Clearly not safe.
Right.
Yeah, Mev's got her own dagger out and she's just like cutting them.
Not even on our end, and this accursed place tried to kill one of my compatriots.
Technically, we're like 16 hours in. At that like slight joke, Mev just shakes her head.
Dolphins are quite large. I think I may become the size of the river itself, and be wedged in there like a piece of masonry.
I'd rather not. I mean,
I suppose if I did turn into a dolphin, you could, and I was stuck in there firm enough, you could use me as a bridge.
Okay, I don't think that's a good idea. Fur is shorter than me. She's going to get sucked in. I can't swim. Kindling. She looks at Kindling. Is probably going to do the same thing that you just did. Looks to Aki. You'll be fine, but if you see like a piranha or something, you're going to cry like a little baby.
I'm sorry if you somehow don't find aquatic creatures that can rend flesh terrifying.
I'm not scared of the creatures in the ocean. I just don't like the water. And she cuts up more of the vine. How big is this vine? Is this like seaweed? Is it thicker?
It is relatively... You would think that these could actually practically be a replacement for rope.
Okay.
So they are very thick, and they're also thorny.
Have I seen plants like these before in the water?
Make a nature check.
Okay. Do I get advantage because of my aquatic knowledge?
Yours is more about the ocean. unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Nature, you said?
Yes.
Nature. Eh.
You know of seaweed that can sort of get you tangled up. You're not too sure if the same thing sort of applies in rivers?
Yeah. Mev kind of raises a brow at it. She's gonna take a bite.
Like bite into
What does
the
it taste
the
like?
vine?
Yeah.
Have you personally, like asking Peach here, not Mev, ever bitten into a like a plant stem?
Yeah.
That kind of taste.
Okay.
If a little bit muddy, because of, again, it's been in a silt river.
Yeah. Mev, just kind of like spits it out. Not that it's gross, but that she's got her answer. She's not gonna eat this shit.
Wait, she just put a chunk out of the vine.
Yeah, she did. And she shakes her head. Well, it's not nori.
Wait, did you just eat a bit of that vine?
Yes, I wanted to know what kind of plant it was. And I mean, it's definitely not the type of seaweed.
And you ate it with reckless abandon, rather without knowing if it would poison you or not.
Fuck. Killing. I mean, I recognized it enough to know that it wasn't poisonous. Eh? Plus, I didn't actually eat it. And she shows him like the remnants in her hand. It isn't chewed up or anything. She just took a bite. I didn't actually consume it.
Right, fine.
She tosses the vines aside. Continue.
Some will have to be particularly sharp to survive here, I'm afraid. So perhaps don't eat any more strange plants?
If I completely don't recognize them, I will not put them in my mouth. These are weird, though. They're a lot thicker than normal, like aquatics,
Do you think unusually thicker, or perhaps laid there as a trap? Some kind of nature-based augmentation to ensnare those who trespass in the river?
Be kind of a weird trap. I guess you should ask Havelock if it looked like netting or something. But she looks at it again. This looks more like the and she points up at the trees. The vines that you would see in the trees than on, the floor of a riverbed. Maybe it's just some debris that fell down and got caught in a little nest.
Possibly. Right, we should... I suppose if there's no way of crossing the river here, I'd rather not have any more of our parties suffer an ill fate. I suppose we'll have to keep following the river until we find a point narrow enough to cross.
Mev looks at the river again. Which way is the current going?
So if you're directly facing the river, it's heading right, to your right.
Okay, and so it's not going to take us back.
No,
is what I'm asking.
It is perpendicular to yourself.
Okay. I say we keep going down and follow the path. Usually rivers, I mean, it has to come to some sort of end. Either
Exactly.
It's going to go into another water channel, or it can go into a big lake. It's something.
I suppose it's just from the golden rules of survival. If you follow a river long enough, you might find some sort of civilization, I suppose.
She stands up. That's actually a good point. Wherever there's water, there's usually people. We find something big enough, not necessarily stagnant, but like it won't leave or drain. We might find people.
Hopefully, although if it's commonplace for the ability to generate water wherever you need it, you're not exactly beholden to natural sources, are you? Which we'll have to see.
Maybe you don't want to mess with the natural sources. Or maybe someone shouldn't be pumping out magic all the time.
I suppose.
Alright. She leans down, holding out her hand to like help Havelock up. Do we have a marker for this place? Something we can stamp on here to say like, hey, we've been here. Oh, shut up and take my hand.
Well, do we have an organization emblem? Everyone has their own sigil. Every good organization has their own sigil, you know.
You know, thinking about that, and I like drew up a couple of things, and they're not really solid yet, but I was thinking of a turtle.
A turtle?
Yes.
Pray tell why? We're old and wrinkly and slow to act?
You see part of the tree sort of explode in splinters as Havelock Eldritch blasts.
That'll do. But no. I was thinking a turtle because they are cute and we are kind of all really water-based. Have you noticed that? And they've got a strong, sturdy shell. We're tough. Also, turtles are surprisingly quick. They'll never see us coming.
Okay, well, I was going to suggest that we carve a turtle upon the tree I tied the rope to. But now instead it's been blasted to smithereens. I suppose that's...
Oh, turtle soup. That would be delicious.
Are you implying that we would also be tasty if eaten?
I mean, Mev has that look in her eyes like she's thinking of something way different from what you're thinking.
I don't think I want to know what I taste like.
He makes it too easy sometimes. And she turns in the direction where the river is going. Come on. We've, And she gestures to the tree. We've made our mark.
So what, we just obliterate a tree every few miles and we know where we've been? That would ingratiate ourselves to the locals very kindly, won't it, don't you think?
I mean, it kind of works. It's, she thinks for a second. What is that thing that, like, people do where they burn down part of a forest so that, like, everything's healthy? It's good to have a little bit of destruction.
Well, yes, until we strike a treant or one of those nature-protecting spirits that we met a month or so back, and it destroys us.
Then I suppose you should get good and learn how to identify them.
Alright, I suppose it's my fault if we all die then.
I mean, I think I have been the one to kind of deal with those things instead of you, so.
Well, I mean, I did end up getting on the good side of one of them. And
Mev stares at him. Who helped you?
You?
Oh. She walks.
Did you actually forget?
No, I know.
Oh,
No, I was meaning
I'm
about
sorry.
Peach.
So funny. No, I did not forget. I just saw Aki's reaction was hilarious. I was like, oh shit, wait.
Yeah. It's like I remember talking to a tree, and but you were the one fucking blabbering and crying and genuflecting to him. It's like, oh yeah, I was a cry, I was a massive crybaby during all of that.
Yeah.
That's right. Good times. Okay, yeah. Aki will sort of look back at the blasted tree and then sort of turn back to the group and with a sigh go, right, should we continue then?
Mep's continuing.
Alright. So, if that's the case, I need someone to roll another d12.
May I?
No.
We're doing
Doing
we're doing
it
alphabetical,
alphabetical.
Is it Kindling's turn? I think it's Kindling's turn.
Each, no, Havelock.
No, it's Havelock. I couldn't remember.
D12, yes.
Okay, 8.
Can you roll another d12 for me, Havelock?
Hold my hand, oh baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river.
Okay, so you continue traveling on, following the river as it curves around to the left, seemingly heading in a southerly direction as well. Aki, you notice something. Not the thing that you were looking for specifically, the druidic markings. But you do see markings of another kind on the various trees. Signs of something sharp that's made impact.
Oh, tits. Aki's gonna go up to one of the scratchings on the tree and get one of the trees and get a closer look.
It looks like it's something a projectile would make if it made impact. You know this as you've seen. Though the hole that's been made from it is much bigger, you've seen the similar kinds of markings when Havelock has fired his crossbow.
Can I have a look at the ground nearby and see if I can find the projectile itself?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Or a survival check. Your choice.
Well, I get the added D4, so I'm gonna go survival. And then might as well. I said might as well, computer.
Computer says no.
There you go. That's 22.
22. You don't see the projectile. But you do see what look almost like deer tracks, but also human footprints.
In what way? Like the human footprints are like following in the path of the deer, or
Alongside the deer tracks. I'll call over. I'll call over Fur. Mm-hmm.
We go. Fur, I believe I've found something rather peculiar.
Yeah.
I'd like your take upon it. It's like, look, this tree bears a mark of some sort of missile hitting it, but and then look down here. There's tracks, human and what look like deer tracks, perhaps, but side by side. Not one chasing the other, but working in tandem. What do you reckon? Do you know of any creature that will somehow show this, or do you know if? Hold on, Tom.
Yes.
in this universe, do satyrs exist?
Yes.
Okay.
We met centaurs. Satyrs should exist.
Yeah, and then I guess, and to your knowledge, do you know if there's any sort of
Also, satyrs are goats.
Yeah, true. Are there any sort of part human, part animal creature like a satyr or a centaur to dwell within this forest?
I don't know. I don't hunt on the south side of Sangan. I hunt in the north side.
Well,
By the way, they're called servitors.
they're called what? Sorry.
Servitors.
That's a word fancy enough that even Aki doesn't know it. Servitor. Okay, I didn't know that actually. Right. And then, so Aki goes, do you think they're fresh enough that we'd be able to follow us, see perhaps what made it?
She sort of like looks at it herself. She's going to make her own check, but we'll also factor in your survival check as well. What am I doing? I'm just...
Hey, what up? It's a... oh my god.
Well, in a place like this, tracks tend not to last too long. So the fact that we got some here means that they're a few hours tops.
Right. Can I have a look sort of in the direction of where the tracks are going and sort of see if I can find a trail?
Sure, make another survival check.
Nice.
Whoa, I'm glad you're back, Killing.
And make that a 25.
25. You do see the trail. You watch actually as well as the human footprints quickly just fade, just sort of like stop to nothing but the deer tracks. And as you like begin to follow them, you can actually see they do approach the river before you see like deep grooves, almost as if something is pushed off hard. And then just looking quickly across the other side of the river, now only about 5 feet across, you can see what looks to be kicked up ground as if something had landed there. And then even from here you can see like more like heavily flattened down grass if something had went through at speed.
Right, we need to... Seems like something intentionally fell here, so keep them crossing. Where's it gone now? Can I try again to see if I can freeze a patch of the 5-foot river?
Sure. So you shape water again. It doesn't like get brushed away. The current is much weaker here. But you can't guarantee on how stable it is.
Okay, can I just, while it's hopefully got a good solid there, can I try just very gingerly put 1 foot on it? See if it would just take a bit of my weight.
Yep, so you put your foot down. You hear the telltale sign of like the ice cracking, but it still is holding firm.
Okay, can I try to very, very quickly sort of just like dash across the river?
Sure, you quickly dash the 5 feet over. You do put a hole through the ice, but you are moving at enough speed that it doesn't, like, throw you into the water.
Okay, can I try to concentrate as hard as I can, see if I can, like, basically see if I can do any amount of trying to solidify or try to cover up that hole again?
Sure, it's easy enough to do on that one.
Okay, I go, Okay, it seems strong enough to
carry our weight, but you must move quickly. You cannot. I cannot trust it will hold. It will hold your weight. It will hold your weight for any duration, even a few seconds. You have to.
That's
essentially
encouraging.
vanish. I know, but it's the best we have to do. We have to keep moving quickly while this track is still legible.
Okay, well, Aki is talking and talking and talking. I guess we're gonna go across the river.
Yep. So you quickly cross the river. Kurz actually doesn't follow onto the bridge. He just sort of like runs up
I mean,
and
he can
just
like, yeah.
he just leaps over it. So it's a 5 foot wide river.
Okay. Now I'm back the other side. Can I see the tracks again?
Yes, you can still see the tracks. I would say make a survival check if you want to follow them deeper in.
I do.
I just spilled chai on myself. I'm more sad that I don't get to drink that chai.
I got 18.
Unfortunate. 18. Okay. Yes, you can follow. You can follow the trail.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right. So you begin to follow the trail, and then for about an hour, you keep following at as fast a speed as you can. At which point,
quickly. Yeah.
At which point, you notice another marking similar to the other one, and then another. And then as you keep going, you notice an arrow sticking in a tree.
Aki's going to stop and try to pull it out of the tree.
It pulls out relatively easy.
Does it look like an arrow that would have been made in somewhere like Sangan, or
No.
like anywhere from the Zamhan?
No, it has a stone arrowhead. It's even though it's clearly been like straightened out, it's very clear that this is just taken from a twig. The feathers are a mishmash of various bird creatures.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that confirms it. It seems we're following in the paths of a local hunting party, but of people who dwell within the Murrag. This definitely was not made outside. That's encouraging. And terrifying. All right, let's see if we can keep going.
All right. You continue to follow the trail of arrows, and then you start to notice large claw marks on the trees at various points. You follow these for a couple more minutes before you see a claw mark on a tree that's also got blood just coating that section.
Is it fresh blood?
It looks like it's... And this is where my lack of medical knowledge kicks in, because I don't know how quickly blood congeals.
Mm.
It looks relatively fresh,
Okay.
but it is clearly like starting to dry already from the heat.
Okay. I'm guessing by the claw marks, this seems like a big. Whatever they're chasing, whoever made the mark, seems like a big creature.
It would appear
How
so.
big are the claw marks? Okay.
And and Aki will just go to Fer and go, any clue what could have made this?
What'd say, sorry?
Aki says to Fer, any clue what could have made this? Indicating to the big scratch marks. Big claw marks, sorry.
I mean, I like to say a bear, but those claw marks are too big.
Right. How strong are you feeling? There's all the chance in the world that whatever made this might still be alive.
I don't know. I mean, that's why you guys are here, right? In case, just to pick up the slack for me, I guess.
Yes, of course, but you're a member of the party all the same. Anyway, right. Should we press on? Do you want to press on, or?
Sure, let's press on, I guess.
What the fuck else are we gonna do, Aki?
I don't know. Fucking.
Are you gonna sit here, twiddle our thumbs forever?
Yeah, exactly. What's the point?
Yeah, this is where we live now.
Yeah, it's quite nice. The fucking the dried blood really ties it together.
Yeah.
And as you prepare to build your home, that's where we shall end campaign 2. Okay, if that's the case, I want you to make another survival check, Aki.
Oh boy. Okay. Piss. 17.
Okay. You actually notice at this point that the human feet reappear again. And they go off in a separate direction from the deer feet. The human feet appear. The human trail seems to keep going in the direction that you've been following, whereas the ones for the deer sort of veer off. And the track with the deer tracks has a steady stream of blood following it.
Okay, so deer or humans? I say since we just need to find people in here, I'm gonna say follow the human tracks. If that's okay.
I mean, I guess you're the boss.
Yeah. You're the one that's tracking them, Sans, for we're following you.
I'm also a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, we can't help you with this.
Implying that
We
any
can't hold your hand in this one.
implying that
What, you
any
mean
of our characters aren't idiots.
Yeah,
Have you seen the roles people have made?
some of them are interesting.
Okay, let's. Yeah, Aki will continue to follow the human-shaped prints.
Okay. So you continue to follow the trail. Following this trail, see more arrows and more claw marks. You start to see the occasional extra. It almost looks like a claw mark, but it's just a single more narrow one compared to the large chunks, essentially, that the big claw marks are doing.
Okay, let's keep pressing onward.
Okay. After a few more minutes, you make a perception check for me, Aki, since you're leading the search.
I'm so excited to die. Okay. Won't be nice. God, please. Oh. Hold on. Sorry. Tom, my computer's been fucky. Is there any chance you could roll for me from where you are?
Sure.
Actually, hold on. I've got it. Perception.
Jeez, 26. 30. Okay.
So, Aki sees through trees now.
You just hear all the trees say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir," and they all move away so you can perfectly see everything.
It all just parts like the Red Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, triflingly sorry. Are we in your way, sir?
So, you sort of... It's still difficult to see, admittedly, but in the distance, maybe about... wait a second. Maybe about 80 or so feet away from you, you can see
Right.
sort of like in this very small clearing, looks to be a humanoid person, looks to be female, has sort of like a crown of flowers around her head and around her waist with a green cloak. You can see that above the crown, you can see what looks like almost like deer horns. You can sort of see
Antlers.
Antlers, yes. Don't know why my brain didn't work there. She sort of, but you notice that she is looking upwards. A bow and arrow sort of like drawn. And she's just looking around up above her.
Aki is going to sort of, get lower down to the ground, try to sort of hide, to sort of try to hide in the brush, and then he points out this huntress to the other people in the Telaria, and he goes, "See, shh, get out, see, over there. It seems we found the
Yeah.
locals."
I guess we'll scrunch down. You said she has like antler horns. Do they look attached to her head, or
It's hard to
are they like a headband thing?
It's hard to tell. She is wearing sort of like a flower crown. You're not too sure if they're attached to the crown or on her head.
Then I guess, does she have any other what's the word? Serpine traits?
Doesn't appear like it.
Serpine?
Yes, you should be rolling stealth.
Okay.
Yes.
Man, that'll go really well.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
dear.
You know, it's not the worst roll I've had.
Yeah?
Like, actually, though. It's not a good roll, but it's... it's something. Hopefully the collective stealth will be better.
I mean, I can help.
Yeah, before you had to do, like, a command, now you can just do it. But, we're already rolling, Aki. You should have helped before.
Yep.
So I can't retroactively help, can I?
No.
Nope.
Fuck!
You need
Why
to
am I
say
so-
that before the dice roll has been made.
Oh, I'm so stupid, sorry.
It's whatever.
No, it's not
The
what I
only
laughed.
time,
No.
the only time Tom allows otherwise is if it's like, you know, session 2 or 3 and we're still getting used to abilities.
or if it's one where it's like, oh wait, no, this is a major mistake. That's like completely
Yeah.
affected. Like, say if you did a spell where it's like, oh wait, no, this breaks concentration. Whoops. I didn't mean to break concentration. And even then.
Yeah.
Piss flaps, okay.
I hate that.
Look, we need you to roll a stealth check.
What an awful expression.
I know. Sorry.
Okay. So, as you sort of try to... I gotta roll for Kurz actually as well. He's big enough that he would have to make a stealth check.
Oh, don't forget again.
I can't actually do a
Well,
roll for it.
We did great, you guys.
Kurz actually rolls really good on his stealth.
How do I have a higher stealth than fucking Havelock?
And Aki.
Yeah. I think Havelock's the one that gets to be though, like, out of all people.
So, you sort of like crouch down behind the brush.
What a fact.
As you sort of do, you watch as the well, two things actually happen on this one.
No.
Specifically,
Sorry.
specifically just so we see which order this happens. Roll a d20 for me, Aki.
Yay.
Just gonna see if what you see happens, or what... Okay, roll again, because I also rolled a 4. Okay. I rolled higher, so we'll go with this one. The humanoid creature sort of, like, pauses. You see her head slowly turn as she quickly, like, wheels around suddenly and is going to let loose an arrow towards you all. Let's see. There's 5 of you. There's 6 technically, including Kurz. So, I want you all to call a single number between 1 and 6.
3.
6.
5 and 2. So, there is 1, and Kurz is 4. That's a shot that's heading towards you, Kindling.
He can take it.
That is a 17 to hit. Okay. You take 8 points of piercing damage. As you guys just sort of like watch as the female like turns with incredible speed and just fires an arrow, you just hear it go just collide hard into Kindling's shoulder. At this point, like the female sort of pauses for a second. A small look of confusion appears on her brow. Aki, going back to your 30 perception roll,
Yay!
you sort of like look up, so like between you and the female, and you can see sort of a large, almost like ape-like creature slowly slinking its way towards towards a female. And you sort of see as well, it's sort of like its head occasionally turns to look at you as it's sort of slowly approaching.
Do I recognize the creature at all?
You do not. However, because of the potential threats, I'm going to move us to the map once it lets me.
Oh no.
So,
Huh, there's a map. Woo.
the creature in question is here when it loads. When it loads. There it is. So it is... Yep. So it is standing here. The creature that you can see, Aki, is up in the trees here, when it, again, brings it in there.
That looks
And
like a fucking troll.
it looks like a large, like, apish, like, ogre almost. And you
Looks
guys
like an old history teacher I had,
are around
Mr. Hughes.
here. So you can place yourselves anywhere around here. So I'll just drag all the tokens in. And there is technically a token for what Curse is, but you know, I like using the green dragon wyvern look for it. It looks better visually, so I will use that.
I mean, dragon expert in the room. Isn't a wyvern like a little,
Wormling.
not quite as big dragon?
Sorry, repeat that?
Isn't a wyvern just like a normal dragon but not as big?
No?
Okay.
Basically, like, wyverns, worms, dragons, it's kind of like, you know how people have cousins?
Yeah.
Okay. So, dragons have 4 legs, wyverns have fucking 2 legs. They have like 2 back legs. They don't have front legs.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so and they are technically smaller than dragons,
Yeah.
but why are you laughing? You asked me.
No,
Yes.
because I had such an urge at that point to say, oh yeah, that makes sense. My cousin also doesn't have any legs. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know why.
So yeah, usually wyverns' front legs are their wings. So
Okay.
they're not actually legs. They can't use them. They don't have any like talons or anything. They're just
Mhm.
wings.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so anywhere within this line.
Yeah. I guess if Aki was leading, what have I just drawn there? Sorry, that was me. Can you? I draw a line because I was trying to pick up my guy.
Normal
There you
line.
go.
Be like,
I guess if I was leading the way, I'd be sort of front-ish.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the creatures noticed you, the females noticed you and has fired at you. What are you
Okay.
guys doing? You won't?
Is there any indication that the creature is working with her?
It's hard to tell. You can try
Hard
and
to tell.
it's the only thing that you notice. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay. It wouldn't be like an insight check for this.
No, just because it's again
Okay.
it's difficult to tell, but there might be something you can ascertain from looking at it.
Oh.
9. No, you can just see this thing like. Well, actually, you don't spot this. Aki's the only one that spotted the creature.
Okay, so I only see the woman that he pointed out.
Yes.
Okay.
Which she's already like knocking another arrow and a bow, but she's not doing it like with a lot of speed.
Okay, so she looks like she's probably like waiting for us to do something. Probably.
Yeah. Aki's gonna...
I mean, you can,
Yeah.
you can make an insight on her if you like.
Yeah. Can I make an insight?
Yes. You both can separately.
Okay. Don't see their matching T-shirts.
23 and 16. You can tell by her stance she does consider you a threat, but she's also waiting to see what you do. She considers you a threat, but she's waiting to see what your next move is.
That's the case. Mev is going to stand up, put her hands up as like a submission. Hey, please don't shoot again.
Yeah, Aki's going to stand up and in Druidic say, "Please, Hold your fire. We two are friends of the forest. We mean you no harm.
I'm pretty sure Druidic is a solely written language.
Nope, it does say you can speak the language and use it to leave hidden messages.
That's
It's a language.
fun.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's not like Thieves' Cant, which is more like, you know, various codes.
Okay,
It's an actual working language. Yeah.
I thought it was similar to Thieves' Cant. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
no,
Why not?
Thieves' Cant is unique in which it's literally just a bunch of funny code word names and stuff.
I've always taken Thieves' Cant as sign language.
I mean, technically that as well. Like, it works both ways.
What's it called? Oh, Thieves' Cant's based off an actual thing. Hold on.
Well, yeah, I know that. It's
Language homeless people use. Oh, is that the glyphs they use? Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Either way.
Yeah. It's the same thing the Thieves Guild use in Skyrim. It's the same source.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Great. Anyway.
All right. As you both as you stand up, she does sort of like pull back on the bow a bit more, but doesn't release it.
Yeah, and Aki, seeing her knock another arrow, just says, "Please, I beseech you, no more blood needs to be spilled."
God, Aki's such a little bitch.
And
Yeah, he is.
little
His
baby
character,
man.
genuinely, his flaws, apart from being, it is posh arsehole and little bitch. That's what I've grown for his flaws.
I'm aware, but man, when Aki begs for his life, he fucking begs. He like pisses himself.
He doesn't like dying. Leave him alone. He's not. You must know by now that Aki's not much of a fucking fighter.
Oh. Anyways, continue, Tom.
So as you're saying this, the creature just sort of like looks at you all before it moves closer. Again, Aki, you're the only one that sees this.
Aki's gonna just look. Aki's gonna while holding his hands up, he's gonna just quickly slightly turn the head to where Med is standing and flick his eyes upwards, indicating to the creature in the trees.
Yes, the question is, can I tell what he's indicating to?
Insight check to see if you can get it.
You can read into it. Yeah.
Insight. Okay.
So yeah, you see Aki look over to you, match your eyes, and then just look upwards.
Yeah.
There's something up there.
Mev glances up, and she's going to take a step forward.
The female again like focuses her bow onto you. Still has like the bowstring like pulled back all the way, ready to let go on a moment's notice. As this happens, creature again sort of like slinks a bit closer. I just need to quickly check something. Okay. Let me just... That is the wrong thing. There we go. Let me think. I'd quickly do some math here.
Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters.
Can I say something in this time?
You can, yes.
Okay. Supposing that she can understand me, which I mean most people do speak common. Mev still has her hands up at this point, and she stares at the woman. We mean you no harm, and we're surrendering. If you shoot again, you'll be the one causing trouble. You can either help us in peace, or you can start the fight.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not trying to intimidate her, I'm trying to persuade her.
Persuasion or intimidation, whichever you feel is more suited then. It's just the fact that you said, like, oh, if you do this, we will beat the shit out of you. That's just why I instantly went like, oh.
More so, she's saying it's gonna be your fault. Either way, I have the same thing, so. Nice.
18. You sort of see her get a bit lax on the bow for a second. And as soon as you do, all of you watch as a large clawed hand sort of like swoops down from under the trees and sort of like grabs around her. She takes damage. So let me just,
Not friendly.
let me just quickly check on one small thing here. Okay. And you sort of like watch as she sort of like begins to get pulled up into the trees. What are you guys doing?
Let me check how far this is. All right, I'm going to move 30 feet because I'm guessing we're in combat.
Right, if that's the case then, I want you all to roll initiative.
Yay!
Well, do we get a surprise round or no?
No, the creature had spotted you, so
Okay.
it knows you're there.
Lovely.
Okay, not horrible. I mean, for me.
You go, Glen Coco. Okay.
Fucking. Glen Coco, Glen Coco, Glen Coco.
You fall for you, Glen Coco.
I just need to quickly check how Curse operates, if it's just a case of he rolls his own initiative or it's immediately afterwards. She has the initiative count but takes a turn immediately afterwards. Okay, good. Okay, so I'll roll initiative for these two. Oh wait, I did that wrong, but that's fine.
What's an animal I can turn into that has been cloned?
Gorilla?
Monkey.
Monkey.
Go back!
Me? Oh, killing.
Go back! I want to be monkey.
I don't like how sometimes it's like, oh yeah, if you open it on this, it won't let you roll initiative for it, but if you do it on here, it will. There we go.
Random sort of check. Level 7.
Yep, everyone's done their roll. Okay, so top of round, the female is currently restrained, and so she.
The woman.
I mean, she is a female.
She's a woman.
Either way, she is restrained, so she is going to try and break out of said restraint. And that is a success, surprisingly. So she is no longer restrained as she falls.
Fuck me. Oh. It was pretty funny.
So that was pretty funny, actually. Anyway, so the woman stands up and after being knocked down, but that is her turn as she sort of like readies her bow again. It is now. There we go. It is now Fur's turn. She's sort of like looking at you all like, so what do we do? We fighting or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the girl, but that thing.
Right. Okay.
She points to the giant thing.
Big monkey thing. Got it. Okay. 10, 15,
Yes. Don't touch the woman with horns. She could be a friend.
35, because she's got 35 feet. Surprising. Away.
Now she's a ranger.
Yep.
And I'm assuming this is her preferred environment, so.
I need to double check on that one. Yes, it is. Well, it's technically natural explore, but yeah, who's counting? So she's like turns to Kurz and speaks out in Draconic, killing you. You understand it as saying like, I guess we're fighting, Curse. Come on. It's now the end of
I just imagine them toddling up.
So it's now Kerr's turn, who's just gonna bound up. So 5 damage. There we go. That is Kerr's turn. Havelock, you're up.
I'm trying. My sheet's loading slowly. Alright, so I'd like to get up to here with my 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see this thing, yeah?
Yeah, it's an additional 10 feet up. It is currently sort of like hanging nearly upside down on one of the trees, but yes, it's about 45 feet up. It does have half
Hello,
cover
sir.
because of the amount of tree cover. That just means its AC is slightly higher.
Okay, I would like to blast.
Okay, go ahead and make an Eldritch Blast. 17.
Just checking. With Eldritch Blast, it does say as you go up in level, it adds extra beams. So should Havelock have 2 beams?
You get multiple attacks.
Yeah.
You get multiple attacks, basically.
Alright. I will hit that one more time.
Yeah, I believe it's level 5 that you get 2 beams and level 11 that you get 3.
Both hits.
Oh.
And so that is 8 damage total to the creature.
Hit him in the titties.
Alright, it's sort of... if you want to get his attention, you have certainly succeeded. As it sort of like... It sort of like begins reaching... reaching towards the woman, and it just sort of like stops as it impacts and just looks at you with its eyes narrowed. Is that everything? Oh, you like Dars to fly up? Okay, let me drag Dars in here. I will say he's here, and he's just observing. So I think as an imp he's got a movement speed of... a flying speed of 40. If I remember correctly. Yeah, yes, I was right. 40 feet. Okay. It is now the creature's turn. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's going to, it's gonna go for Little Miss Horns over there, again. So it reaches down, and it's going to first make a claw attack, which misses. And it's gonna make its next attack, which I think also misses. Does it? Yes, just misses. Just sort of like watches it slashes down. Sorry, brain's not working here. It slashes down at the woman who's like steps out of the way. And as it sort of like gets closer, you watch as he sort of like drops the bow and pulls out a surprisingly well-crafted sword. But that is the creature's turn. It is now on the ground. So it is now level with everybody. Mev, you're up.
Alright. Going to move over here by Dawes.
Mm-hmm.
This thing's fucking huge. I'm guessing I have a clear sight of it.
Yeah, at this point, yes, it's down on the ground.
Okay. Do I have a question?
Yes.
Actually, hold on. Oh shit. My telekinetic thing doesn't have a limit on it.
Like your telekinetic shove and such?
Yeah, like, it doesn't have a size limit.
Huh. That seems like
I
it should
can-
do.
Here. If you go down to the end, it says, as a bonus action, you could try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw. There's the DC. Or we move 5 feet away, towards or away from you. A creature can willingly fail this save.
I can totally see why. Large creatures have a higher natural strength score.
Yeah, so really, he's just more resistant to it. But I can push anyone.
Yep.
That's not what I want to do right now. It's just something that I've observed.
It was just good to know.
Yeah. Okay. I want to summon Valkyr. I think right here will give me flanking.
Whereabouts again, sorry?
Here?
Here. Okay, so it's only flanking if she considers you a friend.
Does she consider me a friend? At least in this battle?
She does not. She has yet to see your actions.
She does not.
So it would be
All
a
right.
straight
Well,
roll.
I guess she doesn't get my benefits either because I was gonna boost her. But
Nope.
okay. All right. I would like to, if that is the case. Okay. I just had to check what I can do. I will make my 2 attacks and then do an Unleash Incarnation. So Valkyrie will do 3 attacks.
Okay.
1 second. Okay. Just checking. And I have my +1 glaive this time.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
So the first 2 hit. Last one obviously doesn't.
All right, that's okay.
Yeah, that is still 27 damage.
Woo!
You sort of like watch as the like one of the shadows of the trees next to it sort of like begins to sort of like pull away, and the creature like looks over at it before Valkyr sort of like bursts from that shadow and slashes into it several times, cutting deep into its face and chest. It's pissed.
Fucking good. I hope that it focuses Valkyr. All right, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Aki, you're up.
Just to check, do people know what time it is?
It's 1.
It's also time to be monkey.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
Aki will use wild shape 10 into an 8.
Alright, just a regular old ape.
Yeah, because I can't.
Giant,
it's
just giant apes.
half challenge rating.
Yeah.
They're too. Giant apes are too cool for Aki, to be honest.
Aki has returned to monkey. I'll keep Aki's token where it is, just so that it saves me having to change a bunch of stuff around.
I think Aki and monkey are same size, aren't they?
Yep, both medium creatures.
Both medium. Okay, tell you what. Let me quickly roll for the hit points because I like living dangerously.
3d8 plus 6.
Yeah. I'm on more than 19.
Inventory. Oh, I like that.
Inventory. Just why won't you behave? $3d8 plus 6. 3d8 plus 6. Come on, big money, big money, big money.
1. Okay.
22, I'll take that. Oh, yeah, 3 more.
Higher than average.
Okay, you watch as Aki puts on, gets more sort of broad-shouldered and hairier and puts on a bit more muscle mass, and his face scrunches up and becomes. And you watch him turn into a fairly sort of a basically Aki-sized gorilla. And he will. What's the movement on a gorilla these days?
30.
Okay, Aki will use. Can can I dash over?
Yes.
That's my
well,
action.
Actually, wait. Is it your action to transform, or is it a bonus action to transform?
Oh fuck! Let me check.
It might be action transform. Let me check.
For wild shape,
I think it's
I
moon
think
gets
yours
bonus.
is.
Yeah, I think
You
it's
can
only moon
you
gets
you can use your action. Okay.
bonus. So you can't
In
dash
that
as your action, unfortunately.
In one's case, then I will just I'll fucking
It
saunter up here
it depends
And
on your
be like-
subclass, Tom.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
and be like ooh what's up, bitches?
You do have a rock attack.
I do have a rock attack, and then from there, actually, yeah, I tell you what, I will lob a rock at this guy.
Okay, it'll be at disadvantage because you're just out of effective range.
Yeah, piss. Okay.
Got a rocket in your pocket.
God, imagine a fucking ape with fireworks. That'd be fun. Hold on.
So it's a d20 plus
this chair?
5.
Yeah, d20 plus. Oh, no, it's plus 3, isn't it?
No, plus 5. Rock attack's plus 5.
Oh yeah, because it's okay.
Ape is proficient
Oh yeah,
in
plus
rock.
5 to hit. D20 plus 5. He's proficient at rock. Okay. Yeah, Aki will find just a sharp stone on the ground and lob it into the trees. Come on. I hate the world and all the people in it. Hold on.
I think Ed knows what he wants for her birthday present now. Is she? She did it all 20, but she's still here.
Okay. Let's see, we do D20. There we go, natural 20. 25.
Disadvantage, remember.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Huh.
No!
9, that's 14.
That's 14.
Just hits.
Yay! I burned a D20. I burned a natural 20.
Okay, yep, so that's 1d6 plus 3.
Okay. Wait, the effective range on this is 25 feet.
Yeah, and you're 30 feet away from him. Or 30 feet on his thing here.
Okay, whatever.
It's like how 10 feet away,
Okay.
there's technically just a 5-foot gap on an attack.
Okay, so then it's 1d6 plus 3. 1d6 plus 3. Bing. Rock.
5 points of damage. Okay. Alrighty. And is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty.
There's not much else I can do apart from throw rock and bee monkey.
So, Kindling, you're up. Feline agility all the way up there. Okay. Alright. This thing on the crit problem? Here it is. Okay. You get advantage because Valkyr is flanking. Only the second one hits. Okay. Now the woman's turn. She is going to... Yeah, she's going to attack... Biggest... Just biggest. both hit. Okay. That was shit damage. And that was okay damage. Okay. Creature's looking a little hurt, but it's still standing. Alright. It is now first turn. So I just need to quickly check something because I've never played a character before. Okay. That, and then wait, is that reaction or bonus action? I just need to check. Reaction. Got it. Okay, yeah. Third's just gonna go 25. And it's going to hit with her spear. I did a check. Yeah, she attacks twice. Got it. Whoop. Okay, well, first one hits. That's good. There we go. Deals 4 piercing. Though, as this happens, let me just quickly check it. Just in range. Curse is also going to use his reaction. Aki, Havelock, and Mev, you sort of like hear what sounds like. I know Peach knows a lot of this, like when a cat's like coughing up a hairball.
Okay, yeah.
Fun. Okay.
Gross.
You see, and as you do, you see like
Oh,
what looks to be
squirrel.
almost like a goblet of like a greenish energy, sort of like fly towards Fur. And as you watch it sort of like goes over her shoulder and impacts the wound where the creature got hit. So that also takes a further max damage, 6 points of poison damage.
Yes.
Well, that is Fur's turn. Actually, no, Fur's going to use a bonus action again to tell Curse to attack. 30. So I need to see the rolls on this. This is so weird being a DM and a player at the same time. I just want to make that clear. Only has 1 attack. He rolled a natural 20. Okay. Sure. 13. Alright, the thing is still standing, but that you just watch as Kurz bites hard into its leg, and just sort of like it's trying to almost like rip part of it off. But that is Kurz's turn. Havelock, you're up. He's getting very crowded. 30 feet. I think, yeah, Kurz can only attack once, right? Yeah, he can only attack once.
Tom.
Yes.
How do the charges for the frostbite thing work?
Let me just double look at it because it's been a while. So essentially, you can, if you hit, you can choose to expend a charge.
Okay. And I don't remember how many charges Leomar has, or did I have to roll for that?
You have to roll for it. Yeah, because you're not too sure, go ahead and just roll. It's 1d4 plus 1. Okay, you have 5 charges.
Awesome. I would like to attack
Okay,
with Leomar.
go ahead and make your attack roll.
18.
18 hits. That's good.
And I would also like to expand one use frostbite.
Okay, let me just roll the damage for this first. So that's... So it has to... Technically, it's not a DC 12, it's a DC 10, I believe. Is it? Yeah, DC 10. That's fine. Let's just see if they make the save. It made the save, so unfortunately it doesn't take the damage.
It's okay.
13 damage still. That hurts.
Yeah.
At this point, it is starting to look rough.
I'd like to have Dawes move in as well, next to Kindling,
Okie dokie.
and attack the Stinger.
Alright, and I just need to once again get the imp page up. There is the imp. There we go. Impy boy. How much damage does Dawes do on his attack? +5. Got it. 13 just misses. Alright. It is now the creature's turn. Ooh, he's got options. Who's the people that have done damage to him? Oh, yeah, no, you're right. He does. Nah, it still misses. Okay, so from the ones that have attacked him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, call out a number. So Kindling, I guess Mev in the position of Valkyr, and Havelock, pick a number between 1 and 6.
6.
3, 4, and 6, which means Miss Huntress and Kurz are going to be 1, 2, and 5, respectively. I don't know what to tell you, Kinlan. It's gone for you. Rolled a 3. Alright, so first attack is a 23 to hit. Okay, so you take 23 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 11, and you are restrained. And after its first hit, it's going to now, with you restrained, it's going to do a bite attack on you with its second attack. That is a 21 to hit. So I need you to make a con saving throw, Kindling. Okay, you just make the save. So let me just quickly see here. So you take 15 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 7. On top of that, you take, oh, big damage, 11 points of poison damage. Alright. And that... Is the creature going to stay where he is? It kind of doesn't have a choice, so it's going to stay where it is. Alright, Mev, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go fucking ham. I'm going to, as Valkyr, do my 2 attacks. Do my, last fucking Unleash Incarnation, and I'll do an Action Surge.
So that is in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks?
Yes.
Roll 5 times with advantage, because Kindling's flanking.
Wait, roll
1,
5 times?
2, 3,
Yes,
4, 5.
she's attacking twice, using Unleash Incarnation, and then Action Surging and attacking again. Yeah, all those hit. Kurz was going to help out with his reaction, but he doesn't need to. How do you want to do this? I mean, what was it? Let me count how much damage this is. One sec. 20, 25, 25 plus 16, 30. That's 41 points of damage.
41 points of fucking damage. Considering that you, for the most part, play Valkyr, you can decide how he obliterates this thing.
Oh, DM's choice, huh?
Go
Okay.
ahead, yeah.
Okay. So the first it actually just starts with Valkyr twirling the glaive around to the blunt end and just like hitting it hard in its side to get the creature's attention. As it turns around, he sort of like uses the back of his hand to sort of like flip the glaive around, slashing into the creature's face. He stops it, spins the glaive, and sort of like swings it in a it's like a pendulum motion, slashing off the creature's arm that's holding on to kindling. Before he sort of like twirls and then just 2 quick stabs in the neck with the tip of it. And as it sort of like begins to sort of like collapse, Valkyr twirls again with a blunt end and just roughly pushes it so it falls backwards.
Oh, just fucking viciously murder it. Holy shit.
Okay.
Get fucked.
So at this point, the creature is dead. However, the huntress is still looking at you all. Like, she's still in a battle stance looking at you all.
Okay, so my persuasion from before has, I guess, worn off because of the combat.
You're not too sure. It isn't her
Okay.
turn yet.
Well, it sure as fuck can't be my turn because I just annihilated that thing.
Yeah, you just unleashed absolutely everything on it.
So I guess it's Aki's turn.
Who is Monkey?
Aki is going to. He is going to move over to the tree.
What was that? You sound very muffled.
Aki's going to move over to the tree.
So what? I can't hear you, Ed.
Move over to the tree.
Move over to the tree. Okay.
Is that where it is? Where's the hunter?
Where's the what?
Where's the huntress?
Oh, 10 feet ahead of you.
On the ground.
Yes, on the ground.
Yep.
Okay. Aki's going to turn back into his normal, slightly smaller self.
You need to fix your mic or else I'm going to have to speak for you the whole time.
Hello?
No.
That didn't-
Did you have it above your head?
Hello?
Hello, now I can hear
Hi.
you.
Okay, great. So Anaki's going to turn back into his normal self.
Mm-hmm.
And in Druidic, say see, now we've fought alongside you. You must know that at this point we mean you no harm.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. They can have a +1 in persuasion. Let's find out. Because I'm posh, you see, people listen to me.
Citation needed. No, I think roll 20 time at the moment because I definitely heard the sound of the roll being made.
Yay!
7 persuasion.
7. It's no change in a stance. Alrighty.
Aki will again try to persuade her that he will untie the
belt he keeps his scimitar on and place that on the ground next to him, and then in Druidic say, my name is Akrisk. I'm from a druid circle across very far away from here, but I need the help of those who I hear dwell within this forest. Would you have any idea where they are?
Alright, so you've already made a persuasion roll, so you can roll again, but it'd be a higher DC, or you can just hope that what you say is enough.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Yay!
Watch it make her angrier. Oh,
17.
okay.
Okay. Alright. And so that's your turn. Kindling, you're up. What are you doing? You were wrapped up in its hand. Like, it had you, like, King Kong style. Almost, but with more sharp talons. The thing is dead now. You're still sort of, like, wrapped in its hand of its dismembered arm. So it's easy enough for you to get free.
That's cute. So it's beauty that killed the beast.
What you doing, Kindling? Okay. Now the Huntress's turn. She's staring, like, intensely at you, Aki, as you say all of what you were saying. What languages do you know, Aki?
Aki knows Druidic, Elvish, Common, and Goblin.
Okay. I guess I'll spoil the language that she speaks in. Does anyone know Sylvan?
Fucking Kindling.
Kindling.
God damn.
I think you do the last one too.
Draconic, yeah. Could understand Fur when speaking to Kurz. Let me check. Does Fur know Sylvan? I doubt it. Nope, she does not know Sylvan. So, Kindling, you hear what she says on this one. You say you are from a tribe. You are not a tribe that I have seen. But Kindling, only you understand what she's saying there.
I am of
Aki.
the...
Aki, you don't understand her.
Okay.
He can't fucking speak Aki. Kindling needs to say something.
Yeah, falls on Kindling again. Actually, not even falls on again. That was just, hey, I'm gonna just get Kerr's attention. She sort of pauses as you respond back. Sort of like looks over all of you. You come to claim these lands, then, I assume? Why else would you
She's
be
saying this
here?
in Sylvan, or?
In Sylvan.
Okay. Just making sure.
Let's see what wordplay the negative charisma score speaker says. Make a persuasion check with advantage, Kindling. Okay. She sort of switches between Aki and Kindling for a few minutes before she takes a few steps back and sheaths a sword. Let's say I believe you. And we'll go from there. She says this in common. Broken common, but common.
Okay. Does that mean combat's technically over?
She no longer has her sword drawn. She is keeping her distance from you, but she doesn't seem to be wanting to partake in combat.
Okay.
And
Interesting. All right.
we shall take a break at this point.
Woo! Break.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'll just move us back to the map because we have no need of this anymore.
Woo.
So, the battle has finished. The Huntress is no longer has her weapon drawn, but is still like eyeing you all up very waringly. And it's just sort of waiting, seemingly, for you lot to make the next move.
Aki will reach to his side and pull out his water skin and offer it to her and say, "Here, you must be thirsty."
I am fine.
Right. And Aki will take a swig from it himself. So, are you here by yourself, or is there a community group that you come from?
Why do you ask this?
We need their help. Help only the people with certain gifts who live here can provide.
Interesting. You spoke
You
their
mean you-
language.
Yes. It is all those who have a connection with nature know how to speak it.
Of like observes you all. Came here with a friend, but not one that you need nor need care about.
Right. Were they aiding you in hunting down this creature?
Yes.
And I take it they're no longer on this plane.
My friend is very much alive. I
Hockey making all kinds of assumptions.
simply had
Isn't that what
him
the saying says?
go elsewhere.
Because we were following you, or for other reasons?
So like looks at the dead creature ahead of her. That thing got a lucky hit off on him. So I continued the chase while he went to recover.
She nods. Well, Mev kind of
Yes? You sort of trailed off there, Peach?
Yeah.
Or did her connection just go do Laliana? Oh, yeah, her connection went do Laliana.
Oh,
Hello again.
Oh,
Hello.
bonsoir.
okay, you guys can hear me?
Yes.
Yay.
Fantastic. Mev rolls her hand a little bit as she thinks. Aki needs to get in touch with other druids that might be here. Are you aware of their location?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
Okay. Then, is there something that we can do for you in exchange for you assisting us?
So I looked over at the creature. Regrettably, I believe you already have.
And what do you plan to do with this thing? Looking to the dead creature.
I've yet to decide. It is an interloper, and I have simply protected what is mine.
Interloper.
Where did it come from? I've never seen a creature like this in all my years.
She is the cause, unfortunately.
She? What? Is there more to that, or is she being vague?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Can I make one as
Sure you can.
Insight.
well?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that,
Well,
but
It's fine,
Nobody much.
19. We'll see what Aki rolls.
-2 to 4. Beep.
That's a load.
Sorry.
Okay, I should probably grab my phone because I bet you I'm gonna get a phone call saying, "Hey, can you put yourself in the door?"
We're just having a load of technical issues today.
Well, it's not a Karmora session without it.
Yeet.
12 perception.
12. Oh, oops.
Yeah, I nearly pulled my headphones off my head. And then they were just phones.
Yeah, actually,
There we
it's
go.
been pretty bad today.
Okay, good. I still have my... Okay. It sounds... Based on how she's talking and with the broken common that I mean, obviously I'm not speaking in broken common because I'll just forget, but in broken
Yeah.
common, it sounds like she's not being vague deliberately. And-
She just doesn't have the words.
Yes.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm going to mind link with her because she'll be able to understand me fully, and I'll be able to understand her fully, despite not speaking a full common language.
Okay. Is that just something that happens, or can creatures resist it?
That's something that just happens.
Okay.
Because I'm not peering deep into their thoughts, I can only hear surface level.
Okay.
So, yep. Would this be easier? She hears in her head.
Her eyes snap towards you. See, she sort of her hand does sort of slowly go to a sword before she just kind of... Very well. What do you wish to know then?
I simply wish to help my friend. He needs to find druid tribes. That is what I am here for. But if you need assistance with this, or if you need healing for whatever friend you have, we would be willing to offer it. We're not here to take land, if that's what you think. We're not here to harm you.
Do you swear on an
We just
oath
want
to
information.
that?
Mev looks to her and obviously I have knowledge of the Fae, but the only thing that Mev knows is that oaths are pretty serious things in the first place, and considering magic shit happens, who knows? But Mev will nod. Whatever kind of oath you want, I will provide.
But you will not enter my land with the intention of taking it, nor hunt or hurt the inhabitants, unless I'm not totally against giving you misfortune, unless it's to defend yourself.
I promise and solemnly swear that we will not take your land and we will not harm anything in it unless in self-defense.
The oath is made. Good. For the first time, you see a merely a slightly sinister smile appear on her face.
Fucking Mev. Okay.
I suppose I owe you a favor, as I said. So,
Med.
you will get one thing in return. You seek druids, but you clearly have a look of curiosity about what I have said. I'll give you the option of one of those.
She looks to the rest of the group. She's willing to give us information, but only one thing. So we can either get the information on the druids or whatever this is. I say we take the druids. Anyone agree? Disagree? No one knows the shit that Mev just did.
What did you say, sorry?
Yeah, Mev said that she's willing to help us with one thing, which is either to give us information on this or to help with the druid's location. But we can only ask one thing. Yep.
Yeah,
So people are saying we should get the druids.
Indeed.
Mev nods and she looks back to this woman who, honestly, I'm assuming is a fucking hag child by now. That's my main guess. We will take the druids. We don't need to get caught up in your business unless you want our help.
No, this is our war, so I do not want your help. The druids, I've made oaths with them previously, similar to yours, admittedly more in their favor than anything else. Part of the oath, unfortunately for you, child, is I cannot give you exact directions. But I could give the jungle a bit of a nudge to lead you closer to one of the tribes.
She nods. As long as this nudge is proportionate to what we did for you. And she gestures to the ape. Seemed like a pretty good prize.
I can only give a nudge so long as it's within my domain. You would have to ask my sisters for any of those, should you stumble across them.
Fair enough. Please give us this nudge then.
Is there a particular tribe that you wish to seek? Or there are several in this land?
I suppose then I have to ask another question, if that is fair.
It would depend on how big of a question it is. Ask away, and we shall see.
I simply want to know if there's any that specialize in markings or visions.
The Murrag. Those are the ones you seek.
How do you spell that?
Give me a second, because I have it here.
Let's see how close you are, Kinling.
Nope, already that is not correct. So I'm just quickly finding it in the notes. I know Bomia told you guys, but I need to fucking find it in my notes because I have so many fucking notes. There we go. Muradon.
Muradon.
Yep. Murrag.
You were close, Kinling.
Yep.
Alright. So, this nudge, any directions, special landmarks? What should we look out for?
She sort of reaches up to like a small branch and sort of like pulls, like breaks it off. You sort of watch as a little sort of like flower sort of like spread out of it and just sort of like tosses it to you.
Okay.
The more in bloom it is, the closer in the right direction you are. Once you leave your domain, the flower dies and your nudge is gone.
So there is a limit, but we'll be going in the right direction until then.
I made an oath with them that I would not directly point people to them, and I keep my oaths, just like how I know you will keep yours.
Mev nods. Thank you, then. What can I call you?
Names are a thing which I tend to avoid using. You may choose a name that suits yourself. Whatever it is, I do not care for it.
Mev pauses and looks the woman over. Upon closer inspection, can I see if those fucking horns are attached to her head? Or I guess if the flowers are attached to her head.
Make a perception check.
I'm really close to her. Okay.
I would say investigation, but that would require you to, basically get into her personal space, which she does not want.
Yeah, okay.
Hard to tell.
Oh my god.
The only extra thing you notice is that she does have sort of pointed elvish ears, kind of.
Okay. I still think she's a fucking hag child. Whatever those fuckers are called.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything distinct about the flowers? Or is it just fucking...
They appear to be local flowers.
No, I have to choose that name now. It has no fucking actual meaning in this universe. But
to Peach...
No, we have to call her that now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna type that in my notes real quick. Thank you, Anna. Okay. Typed Bambi the Hag Child, question mark. Alright,
I'm quite
so...
close to her as well, aren't I?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I'm quite close to her as well, aren't I?
Yep.
Can I take a closer examination of Bambi as well?
Sure.
It's a baby deer. She's gonna be so mad.
Is that perception?
Perception, yes. Unless you want to get into her personal space.
I don't. She scares me. 22.
22. They appear... Again, it's difficult because of the flower crown, but they appear to be a little too solid. There's no real wobble to them. The only other the other parts that you notice as well is the fact that her skin is relatively tan, but it also has almost like a polished wood look to it.
What does, sorry?
Her skin.
Huh. Stunning. Yeah, this lady ain't human. Okay.
Yeah. Mev just nods and she just says, Bambi. Yep. Alright. Well, she looks to the rest of the group. Since we aren't using names, let's just go with Telaria for all of us.
Very well. Telaria.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm so glad, though, that fucking she gave Mev that hint of the names, because Mev just straight up would have been like, hey, I'm Mev. Rooted her.
Yeah. He was so ready to give her, literally his whole life story like he usually does.
Yeah.
Fuck.
She does have a name.
Yeah, Mev looks to the rest of them. She's just going to call us Telaria. Apparently, names are weird here. Keep that in mind.
Oh, all right.
Oh, kindling. Offering the arrow still.
Leave it on the ground. I shall decide on if I make use of it. Which he says to you in
Because she
Sylvan.
can't fucking take it because that's a favor.
Yeah. Oh shit! Of course.
Yeah, she can't fucking take it.
Pretty dumb. Yeah, that's technically a gift. Shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Bit. Yeah.
I love the Fae.
We made a pact with a Fae creature. We're all going to die.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the one that made the pact. That's the thing. Like,
I know, but you gave us like the group name. We're all the Telaria.
yeah, but Mev made the pact by herself. She said, "I swear."
Oh, that's a good point. Actually, you didn't say we swear. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
So if you step on a flower and break the pact, we're cool. Okay, cool. I'm so scared. So scared.
All right. Glorious slut.
You
All
already
right.
are glorious, aren't you?
Very well. I believe our business is concluded, and you're beginning to outstay your welcome.
Fair enough. And she shrugs, just like, "Yep, okay." She will put the branch kind of in her waist sash. Just hold it there. Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah. Aki will bend down, pick up his sword belt, and go. Delighted to make your acquaintance. Fair travels, and he will turn around and walk back to wherever the rest of the group is.
Yep. All right. We're gonna get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, we are.
Because
While he's walking, Aki will just pick up the pace into basically power walking, and then very hurriedly whisper to Mev, go, those horns and that horns and how those horns and flowers were no mere headdress, Mevele.
fun. But just so you know, I did kind of promise that, like, basically we wouldn't fuck up her shit for no reason.
Would Aki have knowledge, like working knowledge of the Fae?
I'd fucking hope so.
Being a druid and trained in like the dream, and like especially in a dream circle tribe as well, I think he would be.
Where's my fucking dryad when you need her?
Yeah, exactly.
Just suddenly the Dryad appears, just gives a long lecture, with the patron also chipping in every now and then.
Yeah, I think Aki would at least have a passing knowledge of the nature of the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just goes, wait, you'll need to say that again. You made a pact with a creature, presumably of the Fae.
It's not a pact. Like, I just promised.
A promise is a pact. You swore an oath to act it out. Those never end well.
She looks to Aki. What I promised was that we wouldn't.
Aki's got a look of abject fear on his face, knowing that you swore an oath to a creature of the Fae.
We wouldn't take her land, and we wouldn't attack anything unprovoked. That is what I promised. So, really, the worst that can happen is that one of us gets, like, bitten by a bear. And then we can stab it.
Right, but that's incredibly nebulous. What counts as destroying her domain? If we step on a bed of sapling flowers,
she said
and kill them,
taking it. So,
is that specifically her words?
yes, she said taking her land. So, don't pick any flowers, don't pick any berries. Don't set traps here. Once this thing, and she points to the branch, is wilted, we're clear. We're out of her territory. For now, we use the rations we have and the water that we have.
I suppose that also extends to firewood. Yes. We have no means of gathering warmth and of having warmth in the evenings here. We have no way of drying off from.
I have a ton of alcohol on me and a shit ton of cloth too. I can burn the clothes for a night. Or and she looks around before taking out a torch. Here's this too. We're not totally defenseless.
Just
Mev smiles at Aki.
his fear, if anything, his face of fear has anything gotten worse.
And I'm the one that promised it, so I guess the rest of you don't really have to worry.
You mentioned something about names. What name did you give them?
Telaria. I mean, are you talking about the name that I gave them, or like our name that I gave them?
Our name.
Telaria.
Okay, right.
But she said something about like names being important here, and that kind of tipped me off, you know. And it's like, well, if her name is so important, then you know our names must be important.
That's very sharp of you. Yes.
Do you think she's going to associate Telaria with just you or just all of us?
Is that fair?
I told her.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I told her to associate it with like us as a group, so you know, it's kind of like Tweedledee Tweedledum.
So, if this was a legal contract, let's say,
Mhm.
you made it on behalf of the Telaria. Therefore, all people under that organization are beholden to its bylaws.
No, I made that promise,
On behalf.
and it will only affect me. However, you guys may, you know, like pick a flower or something, and then I can bust. So don't do that.
Yeah, I'd rather not risk it. Yeah.
But otherwise, I just gave them a name to refer to each of us to. You know? So, like, basically, if someone talked to us, we'd all have the same name. It's like 5 people being named John for no reason.
I think I know 5 Johns.
Fucking hate the name John.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Akis goes, right, fine, just promise me, Mevela, no more oaths, no more pacts to creatures of the Feywild, okay? Those
Mev is smiling, and you can see her getting just kind of steadily, it's like more irritated as Aki goes on. Is he going to continue?
No, he won't. Unless
No.
he says something, he won't.
She looks at him and looks like she's going to say something, and she pauses for a moment, as if like debating with herself if she should say it.
Insight.
Okay.
See if I can pick up on that. Think. 18.
I'll roll deception just to see. It's not like she's particularly hiding it, but I guess like how well you can read her. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's definitely thinking about fucking saying something.
Yeah, Aki just seeing that sort of look of, another one of the chamber. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Kind of look in her body language. Aki sort of mutters to himself. I don't know that mind link wizardry went both ways.
Can I hear him? We are right next to each other.
Yeah, roll for. He's not necessarily trying to hide it, but yeah, roll perception.
Perception. Okay.
I'm pretty sure she hears that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard that. Aki was trying. Aki was like mumbling it under his breath, but yeah,
Yeah.
you hear it.
You want to know what I'm thinking?
Sure.
I'm thinking that then she looks to Aki. That if you were more confident and a better leader, I wouldn't have to make these decisions.
That's
Don't
fair.
get on me about these things when I save your skin and get information for you.
That is fair. I apologize. Sorry, Mevla. Sorry.
Next time you want to be in control of the situation, Aki, or if you don't want someone to sacrifice themselves for you, get your stuff together. Control the situation. You can't keep doing this and then bitching at other people about it.
Yes, you're right.
She nods. It doesn't seem like she was particularly scolding him or saying that to be nasty, but more so pointing out the fact that she did something. Aki didn't.
Yeah. You see a sort of you see Aki you see Aki sort of go quiet, and his body language becomes more sort of closed off and insular, and he's yeah, you can see he's almost sort of deep within himself at that point.
She
He's saying that as he sort of walk back towards the tree line, or the bit of brush where we first spotted her.
I just want to see, does he look like offended, wounded, or like he's taking this into consideration?
Given that Aki's a bit of an open book, I wouldn't say you need to roll insight necessarily. He doesn't look offended. Like he doesn't look angry. He's. It's a mix of feeling, upset, of feeling wounded, but then also, definitely taking it into consideration. It's
Okay.
sort of like she's telling the truth, and it hurts, but it's necessary.
Yeah. Mev, as Aki goes away, just gives out a sigh. Since Fur's right next to her, I'm sure that Fur can tell on Mev's face, like, she didn't like having to load that bullet.
The two of you gonna be alright?
She looks to Fur. I think it will be fine. I mean, I'm not mad. I hope that you and he know that.
I mean, yeah, kinda, yeah.
She crosses her arms. Aki needs to swallow that pill. And he needs to know that being here and bossing people around means that he has to make tough decisions.
Stay strong against the wind or it'll break you.
Exactly.
Say my dad used to say.
Mev nods. He was smart. And she looks to Aki, just kind of like him, like slinking. She looks back to Fur. Aki's smart. Aki is cautious, but he's also neurotic and cowardly. I'm hoping that by saying this kind of thing, he realizes he needs to toughen up. And him dawdling is just going to hurt people around him.
You've been telling this to him for a while then? This kind of stuff?
I've been telling him that he needs to be more confident, but I haven't really been upfront with the fact that if he doesn't make these decisions, people are going to make it for him. Like me. I've been trying to hold his hand, encourage him in situations. I can't do that now. He's had enough time. He needs to get it together.
Well, he clearly hasn't broken yet from it, so he, as I say, stand strong against the wind or you'll break. He ain't broke yet.
Mev nods, and she gives Fur a smile. I'm glad you understand what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, well, guess it comes with the territory of, losing everything.
Do you think you can do it, Fur?
I have a choice, do I? Where else am I gonna go?
She nods. I'm not opposed to holding your hand. I just need to know that you're going to make the leap.
I've stuck with you guys already. Here I am in the Murrag, risking my life, fighting whatever hell that is. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take that hand.
Oh, that actually reminds me. She offered me something for free, which I don't think she quite realized.
Yeah?
Apparently there's a war going on.
I heard a mention about that from the third expedition. Didn't go into details though, and that kind of stuff they keep quiet.
Well, apparently she's involved with it, and whoever this other she is. The person that I have no idea either. But it's a nice little tidbit of information. Provides a little bit more context.
I guess that also means we gotta keep our guard up.
Yeah, whatever is going on here is sounds a little bit more hostile than we were expecting.
Yeah.
It's not just creatures, looking for food. It's things and people actively hunting.
Well, let's hope we can get out of the territory then. I want some traps set up, and I'm not exactly willing to do it in her place. What would you call her?
Bambi.
Bambi's place. I'd rather set up traps, and I'd rather it not be in Bambi's place.
Fair enough. I don't know what will happen if you indirectly break my oath, and I don't really want to find out. I might become like a inside-out meat suit.
Yeah, I don't want to, especially if you've identified ourselves as Telaria and she puts it all in there. I don't want to see how these oaths go. I'd rather we get out of here.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And Mev takes back out the branch and holds it out. All right, everyone, follow me.
Okay. Make a survival check with advantage, Mev.
Woo!
This is to dictate if, by the end of the day's journey, you get out of Bambi's place.
Okay, 2 14s.
you continue traveling for the rest of the day. Oddly, as you are walking, you feel like you're going in a straight direction, but the flower on the branch appears to seem otherwise. You sometimes feel like you've almost done a complete U-turn, but you put the trust in the flower until eventually, while it hasn't properly wilted, it is beginning to wilt by the time night falls.
Okay. How long has it been since our encounter with Bambi?
About 2 hours.
About 2 hours. Okay. Mev kind of looks at the sky, and it's obviously darker than it usually would be. We're almost out. I know it's dark, but should we press on maybe another hour?
If you're going to lead, then I can give you something to help you out.
Yes, I think it's a good idea to get out of here as soon as possible.
Sort of like reaches up and just gives your hand a quick...
Everyone else has our vision but me.
Gives a quick squeeze, and suddenly your vision brightens.
Fucking amazing. I
As
can
Fur
see
gives
in
you-
grayscale.
As Fur gives you dark vision.
Mev looks around, like, ecstatic. Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's
seeing
how you
something-
see?
Aki sort of turns around and goes, "What is everything okay?"
This is awesome! You guys get to see like this every night?
Yeah, it's good until dealing with wounds are involved. Then it's a nightmare.
This is awesome. Not fair.
Oh, yes, but a certain amount is lost if you can only see in shades of grey.
And then seeing in
It's a
nothing but
miracle that I
darkness.
can see at all. Yeah. Mev just kind of refreshed and ecstatic about her new sight, marches on.
Alright. So, you continue on for another hour. You sort of had just kept walking in the same direction. Sort of more entranced by your newfound vision. Until you sort of realize, oh wait, I'm meant to be looking at the branch. You sort of like look at it. There's no flower on there anymore. Just a branch.
I think this is it.
You think we're good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Mev tucks the branch in to her sash just in case, like, it blooms up again when they're back in her territory. I'm not sure if it will, but it's worth keeping.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're good, and I think we can set up camp.
Excellent.
Alright, camp it is.
And Mev, just like her body instantly relaxes now that they're not like marching. She starts to take off all that fucking armor. Finally. I'm not going to be eaten by weird fairy spirits.
Yet.
Mev looks at Aki and gives like a grin. Yep.
Aki has like a half smile on his face.
She lays down and she moves her hand to like pat the ground. Make a fire. I demand it.
Yeah, sure. On it.
Thank you, father.
Alright.
Mev. Actually, Mev will look over to, like, I'm assuming there's, like, twigs and shit nearby.
Yep.
She starts to kind of concentrate on, like, a branch that she sees.
Mm-hmm.
And she, this is just for flavor, but we're gonna make, like, a wisdom save or something. See if it works. Whoops, I still have advantage up. 10, yeah, okay. Average, it works. She moves the branch telepathically towards her. Oh, shit. It works.
What worked?
The thing. And Mev, moves the branch again closer to her. It's like it's floating in the air, like slowly moving to her. I'm doing it.
Oh, blimey. Oh, since when could you do that?
She again, like, kind of waves her hand as she thinks. You notice that Mev does that a lot. She waves her hands around. In Sangan, when I blew out that candle.
Not one of the ones I was messing around with you with, right?
No. I mean, I think. I mean, you told me that was me.
Which one?
Mev frowns at him. For fun, can I do, like, an attack roll with the branch?
Sure. How do we do this? What was the point that you used to increase when you got the telekinetic thing?
Oh, intelligence.
D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay. So yeah, that's just a D20 plus 1.
19. Does 19 hit your armor class, Aki?
Oh, was that 19?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
How hard are you hitting him with the twig?
Just like a little smack on the face.
Okay.
You know?
No damage then.
Okay. So Mev waves her hand again. She looks kind of, like, irritated. And the branch smacks you, Aki. Oh, I can do that too.
Yep, that definitely wasn't of my own volition. Well, I'm glad to see you have maturity to handle gifts.
Mev just looks ecstatic, and the whatever's happening to that branch drops and it falls to the ground, and then she looks to, like, another one. She starts to make that one float. Isn't it fucking awesome?
I will be honest, it is rather excellent, yes.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I just think really hard about the branch and how, like, I want it to come over. And then it comes over to me.
Have you ever had a trial run to see what the upper size limit is?
No.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, Mevela.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to clear your mind.
Okay.
Blot everything out. Any noise, any stimulus that come in, just don't let it. Just clear your mind, please. And all I want you to do, with every ounce of your being, imagine me floating in the air and being drawn slowly towards you.
Okay.
And Aki like takes off his bag, undoes his sword belt, and just like and then stands like 10 feet in front of her.
Okay. Mev sits up. She is sitting like crisscross. She looks to Aki. Yeah, crisscross applesauce. Okay. And she closes her eyes for a minute, tries to like kind of meditate, get everything out of it, which is really hard with Mev, considering all of the things that she hears all the time. But she's gonna try to do it. And before you ask, Kinling, because she did this in combat, she did not know that she actually did it in combat. All right, so are you willingly failing this, Aki?
I am willingly failing it.
Okay. If that's the case, you don't float, but you feel yourself being pushed and drawn, almost like gravity itself is forcing you to Mev. Your feet don't move or anything. You just slide over unwillingly.
Okay.
Mev opens her eyes as you're moving. Oh! And, is it still willingly, Aki?
Yeah.
You get
do it.
forced back again.
How
And
far?
she grins.
How far?
It's 5 feet each time.
How forcefully?
5 feet.
No, but like how hard? Like is he like shoved?
You're still standing. It's almost like someone's like grabbing hold of both the front and the back of your clothes and like tugging you in that direction. I guess is the best way to.
As I said, it's like gravity literally forcing you in that direction.
Okay. Okay, and then when Aki gets, when he stand up to, in amazement and Aki gets forced back, he goes like, shit, shit, as he gets dragged back.
Grinning ear to ear. She's gonna push you back
him,
again.
And you can see him almost like again Bambi on ice, just like trying not to lose his footing as he's getting pushed backwards by some unknown force.
Oh,
Okay,
oh my
Mevela.
god.
Okay,
There's not a fucking limit on this either.
Okay, Mevela, you've proven your skill. No need for any more chicanery. Okay.
That's so cool.
Mary, do you know what's also cooler? Giving me sole ownership of my own locomotion, please.
I don't know how to do that.
Think really, really, really hard about letting Aki walk. I don't know.
Let's do a wisdom save. 6. Yeah, no, that's not happening. You get pushed back again.
If you're trying to resist it, you can do so, Aki.
Yes, you can do the DC if you're doing it unwillingly.
Go on then. I'll try to break.
I think the DC is 11 for you. 8 plus your proficiency plus the ability modifier of the score increased by this feat.
So 8 plus 3 plus 1.
Oh, okay. I forgot you're at proficiency 3. Yeah, so it's 12.
Yep.
And what's the roll?
Strength save.
You should be able to do that.
Hopefully. Watch him fail.
Yeah, I need to buff my intelligence more.
You need to read some books.
I'm working on it, slowly.
I've just about figured out the alphabet.
I have 13 intelligence, thank you.
la-di-da, I have 14.
Oh.
I'm one more smart than you. Come on. Why are you being like this, computer?
Do you need me to roll?
Tom!
Okay.
Yes, please.
During all this time as well.
No, not wisdom.
Definitely not wisdom.
Strength.
There you go.
6.
Strength save 6.
That's a fail.
That's a fail.
Yeah. You see Aki try to like move his shoulder and I try to like muscle his way back towards you, but he's like, okay, Mevela, you've had your fun. Just let me down, okay? Just try.
So Mev looks around to everyone else, and then she looks to like the branches that she was fucking with. She's gonna try and focus her concentration on that. So
Okay. While this is happening, you can see that Fur is just looking at you, mouth agape, just like part way through, like bringing the flint and steel down to like ignite the flyers and such. Kurz is actually sort of like trotting towards you almost.
Okay. Yeah, that succeeds. Mev locks her focus onto a branch, and the branch starts floating around instead of you, Aki.
What happens?
You're not being shoved this way and that anymore.
I'm
yeah,
not being shoved in that. Excellent.
Mev turned her focus to something else.
Yes,
Oh, I did it, I think. Yes? Mev looks to Aki. Well, you're not moving.
Yeah, Aki sort of... Yeah, Aki not move. Aki sort of just tries to take, like, a tentative step forward and almost, like... He's expecting resistance to be there, but there isn't, so he's kind of, like, fall forwards and stumbles a bit. And then picks himself up and sort of dusts himself and goes... All right. That was certainly exhilarating. Thank you, Mevela.
You're welcome. She looks to you. I don't know how to turn this off. The branch is like floating around her in a circle right now.
I suppose that's the next thing you need to practice then.
It's pretty cool though that like I can move you.
Yes, it's actually incredibly useful.
Probably means I can move all of you.
I suppose. Next time you find out some gargantuan guardian of nature, you could try it on them. See if there is an upper limit to this.
Huh. Mev nods and then she oh great, my Karmora isn't working now. Holy shit, the technical issues today.
Yeah, you are no longer in the Roll20 at the moment.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're gone.
Okay, 8 more minutes.
Yep. How's Fur looking? She was stunned by this, and Kurz was what, coming up to me?
Yeah, he sort of like stopped. But he's sort of like just observing you.
Also,
Does it look like he has something to say?
Peach.
Yeah.
If you hadn't like done like basically refocus yourself with the twig, to break out of it, Aki would have used whole person on you.
Nice. I'm not sure if that would have worked, but
I presume if it like stops you, it paralyzes you. I suppose would it stop you casting spells and effects like that? Tom,
this isn't a spell.
This isn't a spell technically.
Yeah.
You would have just been like paralyzed and just flopped to the floor while I'm there stuck in midair.
Yeah.
Make an insight check on Kurz.
Okay. Yeah, this is not a spell. Insight. Fuck me.
And then just fucking Bambi shows up and goes like, "Come on, this wasn't even me. What are you doing?"
You have no clue what Kurz is planning or thinking or doing.
Okay. If that's the case, unless he gives me a proper indication, I will not connect with him right now. And Fur was watching in fucking amazement. Is she lighting the fire now, or
nope.
Like what is she doing?
Still watching.
Mev looks to Fur. Hi.
Hi.
So, what you staring at?
Apparently someone able to push somebody by looking at them?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah. At this point, Cursor, like, is looking up at the branch that you still got floating and just sort of, like, reaches up and clamps down on it.
You're gonna take it from me?
Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
mean, I don't think you would be strong enough just with that to prevent Kurz from doing that.
Not unless she was willingly or like forcefully focusing on it. So, yeah, go ahead, Curse. Take the branch.
Yeah, takes the branch, just sort of like chews it up and sort of like spits it out. I assume it doesn't keep floating at that point.
No.
No.
If he's taken it, and she's not focusing on it, it stopped.
But there you go.
Huh. Oh, thank you. That's very helpful.
Just out of curiosity, what's the name of the feat again?
Telekinetic.
Telekinetic.
That's it. Just have a look with the what it
Concentration spell without the spell. Yeah, what are Kidling and Havelock doing during this fucking time? Just saw Aki get fucking tossed around like he was nothing.
See, it's kind of crazy. This spell doesn't have like a weight limit.
Nope.
No, but then again, realistically, it's actually not that powerful of a spell. It's not like the spell
Yeah.
telekinesis. It's
Yeah, I suppose.
it's literally just you can move them 5 feet, and it's only as a bonus action.
Well, yeah, but if like they're right behind like a wall of fire or something like that.
I think they need to see
I mean-
it.
Yeah, I need to be able to see the creature, and it's completely dependent on like their strength.
Yeah, which again, the bigger the creature,
Okay.
the higher their strength score naturally.
Yeah, so it actually isn't that powerful, especially in later levels. But it's useful.
Yeah, it's more of like an early game converting to a flavor thing as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
Very much.
everyone was watching the show.
yeah, and Third goes back to lighting the fire after sort
Yeah.
of getting her bearings.
Mev sits down, and it seems to kind of occur to her that she's tired. Like
Mhm.
she was tired before, but she looks even more tired after this.
Aki, while you both sit down, Aki goes over to like up by the about 5 feet from the fire, and then just lays his hand on the ground, and you watch as sort of the pillar of smoke goes up over your heads and arcs around.
Woo! He's gone again. Holy shit.
Yeah, not a Karmora session without technological issues.
It's bad today.
It's particularly bad. Thankfully, as I said, like we're near the end. I have a small thing that I need to do right before we finish, but it's fine. Welcome back.
It's fine, we can run over a little bit,
It's
but
only going to be like it's
what were you
literally gonna be
saying?
like 5 minutes. Edward,
hello.
I think his laptop's mic's just bit the bullet. You can always type it if your mic's not working yet.
Man, you type that with a Y. I always type it with an E. And not an E, a fucking I.
You never seen that at an Eddie?
I mean, of course I have.
I
but
think that's the joke
whenever-
Kindling was making.
yeah.
Still can't hear
Fucking-
you, Ed. So you
Did
might...
you hear anything
Oh, there we go.
I was just saying?
We heard about a smoke
Delete that
trail,
right
and that
now.
was it.
That was me doing half a moonlight and shadow on the fire.
Ah, got it.
Well, like you can't touch because you need to touch it,
Mhm.
but like it's just like 5 feet away from the fire.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. Like, what, you stick your hand
got
in the
a
fire
nice
each
service
time
spot.
you have to do it?
Yeah. So you got a nice little misty, sort of starlight magnifying canopy above your heads now.
Ooh, let's hope you don't walk out of it again.
Whoops.
I know, that'll be fun.
Whoops.
Alrighty. So, I think just because of the technological... I know, obviously, we very much enjoy our RP, but because of all the tech issues and such,
Yeah.
I think you'll forgive me for speeding through the wrap-up stuff. So, does anyone do anything else? Like, in preparation for the watch?
Nope, I think I'm done. Mev's tired. She just used massive brain power.
She literally
She
went big
used-
brain.
Big brain.
She used Big Think to make Aki embarrassed again.
Right.
Hey, he asked for it this time.
No, I know. But Aki didn't think he'd be able to do it. Aki thought there was a fucking size limit, so it's like, oh, she could move between, but she couldn't move a fucking...
6 foot
Oh,
summit, like
surprise.
half orc. Okay. If that's the case, Fur's gonna take the second watch, so Aki, make the roll for the first watch.
I would love to.
Well, unless you want me to roll it for you, because tech issues.
My computer's being very uncooperative today. Can you roll
I
for me,
will
please?
roll for you. So that plus a d4.
D20 plus A.
Well, I used your. I can roll directly with your character sheet. I have that power as the DM. Plus 4, 25. Although wait, because of that thing, you also get. Isn't it another plus 5? 1 sec. Yep, another plus 5. So that is 30. Alright. I'll also assume traps have been set now that you're out of Bambi's domain.
We're menaces.
Yep.
What do you want to
goes again.
name this character, guys? Bo, Bambi.
Yep, hopefully he'll get back in time, but either way, again, I'll just speed through this a little bit, because again, the technical issues are very much wanting us to stop. I will not stop until I say this last bit. Aki's watch is uneventful, thankfully. And next it is Fur and Kindling. So Fur, do you want not Fur. Kindling, do you want advantage? Kindling does have Fur. Kindling, do you want advantage or separate rolls? Okay, go ahead and make a perception check with advantage. Jesus. Okay, so the two of you begin your watch, and for a few hours, it seems relatively quiet. But then you hear something in the distance, Kindling. What sounds like large, heavy footsteps. Giant footsteps heading towards you. You can't see it yet, but then you hear another pair joining alongside it. And that's what we're going to call it for this session.
Woo!
And speaking of it all, my phone rung literally right at the end.
Wow.
That timing!